Hello, everybody.
Sag in your early
Hey guys, how you doing?
That is quite one of the first sentences to hear when getting into. All right.
You know,
Yes.
There's a lot of things that Um, hi guys. I hope you guys are doing well. And welcome to Twisted Perceptions. Um, I don't think I have any announcements. Shaq, any announcements on your end for like Discord server stuff?
Not in particular. I will say, if you want any kind of like spooky D&D things right now, our roleplay server is for like has been since the start of the month and will be till the end of the month, is doing a spooky season set of games going on run by our DM team. These are specific games with like a particular spooky theme, with the mists of Ravenloft invading the lands of Ashirma, and how will our heroes stand up against that? So, if you want some spooky themed games, come and join. But you should also join just to hang out with us and have fun and do the role play things.
Yeah.
So we're enjoying ourselves.
As long as you were 18 plus, which you should be
Yeah,
if you're watching this stream.
I was gonna say, we have implemented a new system. Shaq has implemented a new system in our Discord server, which is, if you're going to join if you're going to join the Discord server, you will need to verify your age, very easily just by taking a picture of your ID, and like blacking out.
We have a set of different ways you can verify. It's not just that.
Just your ID. Okay, sweet. Plus. Sounds good. Yeah, you need to be 18 plus. Very, very important that you're 18 plus, because we are all 18 plus. But just we're trying to be adults doing fun things that are fun for adults. And
yeah, just send us a video of you purchasing alcohol from a store.
Yeah, I don't know.
Record you and give it to you.
Unless you're in the UK, because you're 16 and that doesn't work. So
that is also very true. I guess just a reminder that in 2 weeks we will be not on the channel anymore.
Yep.
Which I need to talk to both of you about after stream, but yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you guys are not resubscribing your subscriptions here. We're moving over to PHG if you're continuing to want to support us in that way. We appreciate
Hater Gaming.
Yep, we appreciate anyone who wants to support us in that way in particular. So yeah. Well, how about we get into it, guys? 2 weeks ago, you met the big bad evil guy. He did his typical bad guy monologue. And he looked Azure straight in her eyes and said, "This will be the last time." And he throws a glowing blue cube and disappears. Az catches this cube and brings it to her hand and looks deeply into it, knowing it to be the most powerful spell in existence, a wish spell. You guys are standing in the center of this cathedral. No one else is around you. Azure is just holding a glowing Tesseract-style cube. What do you guys do?
And apparently eating a jelly-filled donut.
Not stress the fuck out. I went out today and I got $10 worth of donuts and energy drinks. Okay, that's all I've eaten and drunk today.
I just got back from a wedding. I'm pretty stuffed.
I got popcorn.
All right.
Because I figured that today's episode is probably going to need popcorn.
What are you guys doing?
Az is standing there just staring at this thing in her hand.
Az, have you communicated? Well, okay. How about this? Everyone except Az, give me an Arcana check. Az, since you are holding it, you can immediately know it's a wish spell. But everybody else
I also witnessed this thing.
True.
I forgot how to D&D for a second there.
Yeah, 12.
I did too.
12.
Oh.
That would be, with my plus 0...
19.
That's a nat 1.
Okay, of course, you're the only one that knows it's a wish spell.
What the fuck is magic?
Never met her.
You just love God so much that magic is real for you.
Koresh looks at this cube, and the visage of the boobylicious woman fades out of sheer shock.
I hate that you
And
said
is
it that
now
way.
yes, I did, and I do not regret it.
No, you don't.
Reverts into a more androgynous figure, still having somewhat of a smaller hourglass figure, still with the same color scheme of the black into the gray up the arms and going into a pale white for the skin tone, and just kind of like sits there, the mask on, and can't say anything because I'm still silenced for 24 hours.
David, you were muted.
Sorry, I was actually opening the popcorn. It's kind of splitting it out. I didn't want you guys to hear all that noise. And I forgot.
So Koresh is like frantically pointing at this thing in their hand as his hands like this right here. And like every so often like looking around like does nobody understand what the fuck is happening? And just
Ramanor,
like frantic
Ramanor is
flailing arms.
With that, Connor and Ramanor get to remake their checks.
no.
Let's see.
He said absolutely not.
It's a nat 1. I am not rerolling that.
That's
That
a,
is
20,
fate.
a dirty 20.
Okay,
That's
dirty
dirty.
20. You know that's a
Ramanor-
wish spell.
Ramanor is just looking at the cube, and the only words that come from his mouth are, glowing cube.
Hold on. That happens from Omnor. Connor's gonna look towards the cube, look back towards Koresh. Kind of like kneels down a little bit, even though Koresh isn't really small, but just like puts his hands on his knees, like, Koresh, what happened? I would ask if Az actually fell in the well, but she's right here next to us. I'm pretty sure she's gonna smack you upside the head in a second, which is fine. But is the cube a wish spell? Is that what it is?
And you just watch Koresh's face sullen into a look that if looks could kill, Connor would have just been power word killed.
Did Buddy fall down the well?
No, I would have been fine.
And just like slowly nods the head, and then just to spite Connor grows 3 inches taller than him. So that now it just looks like he's talking to his chest. to their chest.
Connor just like reaches up and pats his head. Like, oh, that's so cute. Anyway, so that's a wish spell?
Oh.
That would
Koresh keeps
Az is just
nodding
kind of, like-
vigorously.
He's looking to Az, completely ignoring Koresh and his 3 inches tall height. Was that what started this entire fiasco?
You are so lucky that I don't have a 6th level spell slot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway. Yes. I watched this thing take away those 10 years right before my eyes. And there's this, like, she looks almost lost. But it's this sense of, like, the thing that I hold can change everything. The implications of what is in my hands is massive. And you can probably guess at least a few of the things that she's probably sitting there like, I could change this, or I could change this, or I could change this. There's so much that she could do with a few words and the thing in her hands.
And Connor is just going to look at her. And just for a moment, like, kind of see everything that's kind of passing through her head, and probably hearing things because she doesn't even realize that she's probably projecting it through the stones. and he's gonna be like, yes, that is very powerful, and that could probably do exactly what you want. Except if you do that, changes are made. And we don't know what happens with those changes. We are not the same people that you remember the first time around. So
I just realized, is everyone wearing their stones right now?
yes, everybody has been wearing the stones because we never take them off.
You could have been yelling in people's heads.
Yes, you could have, but you nobody.
I wasn't going to tell you.
Crash realizes this and looks at Connor and says, "Fuck you sideways, bitch."
He's like, thank you, but I don't think that will.
It's like the
anyway.
slightest like blip in Az's thoughts, like, yes, snark, but it's overwhelmed by wish spell. Y'all can't. Why you gotta be doing this to me? Okay, my character yesterday in a quest had to choose between the Book of Vile Darkness, which could possibly make them the archfey they want to be, and handing it over to this planetar that used to be a rabbit. Anyway,
I want to just.
I'm not gonna give you more context.
So, you
That's the
dirty
shenanigans
wabbit.
you can get into.
Level
Archfey
7
you can get
warlock
into in a
holds the
Shirma,
Book of
baby.
Vile Darkness, and it's like, Hey,
Well.
So
these are the kinds of shenanigans that can happen if you join a Shirma. Join us so that you
I'm
too can
hunting
have
a
moral
wabbit.
quandaries that will fuck you up.
We're hunting
Um,
wabbits. Let's kill it.
Bruh.
Planetar rabbits.
Anyway, so
Planetar
just
rabbits.
is still holding this thing and just I'm well aware of what this thing can do. Not just because I've seen it, but as much as I abhor magic in general, the use of it on me. I grew up with mages. I'm well aware of the impact this single thing can have. I am not stupid enough.
I didn't
to
call you
assume on
Koresh.
Things that
I did not say you're Koresh. Let me correct you on that one. But I just want to remind you
so
of the implications. That is all.
So let me correct you, Mr. fucking holier than thou, yet does steal from people on occasion. Depending on the wording of any given wish, you can bind that in a contract that cannot be changed.
Except where, if depending on what you do, creates a vacuum, and therefore
It could
Thanks.
create a vacuum, sure, absolutely. Unless you state in the fucking wish, this shall not change the course of events as been written, aside from that small fractal, then everything else is locked.
Romanor is
You could
just
literally say that nothing ever did or ever will happen to this specific thing if that's what we want, as you could get your home back.
Connor's just gonna throw his hands up.
Romanor
not
is just
say anything
looking
else from it.
at each of them as they speak in his fucking mind.
No,
And
no, no.
he's-
Connor's been talking out loud.
or
It's
that
only- it's
in
only
mind,
correct.
out of mind, whatever. And he's just gonna reach over, looking to Az now. Put a hand on the cube. How about, since we're all kind of undecided on this, since that is such an important thing, I'll put it in my bag for the time being until we are decided. Because I
was
know
gonna
that
try something real quick. I don't know if this will work for us, so I'm gonna ask, or I'm gonna like you can see if it works, but kind of puts both hands around this thing and attempts to see if it will like absorb like her weapons do.
It will not.
Darn. It's like you see the look of concentration, like, but it doesn't work. And just
As a creator of that ooze, that was never gonna work.
listen. Girl can try.
I know.
A girl can try.
That shit would have been way too overpowered for good.
Just don't leave her scorned, then we're all in trouble.
I wish you were dead. I wish you were dead. I wish you were dead. No.
God.
But Ramonor like has a hand like hovering over.
She doesn't look like she wants to let go of this thing. Like the implicate, again, this is the thing that fucked everything up.
I'm just gonna spell this out real quick for everybody. Considering she's the only one who remembers exactly what this thing did, she's the one who remembers everything to come. She's probably the smartest choice to keep it and let her make the
no.
decision.
It's her choice. I'm just here with her.
But I'm also saying that none of our opinions on this wish honestly really matter. This thing took away 10 years of time. That time I probably wasn't around for. In fact, I'm pretty sure in that alternate timeline, I'm either dead or lost in some brothel somewhere. Don't ask what position I'm in. Anyways.
You're probably receiving. You're right.
It might be a given. Anyways.
Ramonor doesn't understand.
She should be the one to decide this at the end of the day. And that's period. I understand that a lot of us have varying opinions and how we want to use it, how we all think we should use it. But who better to know how to use it than the person that can literally see the days of future past?
It's not just her. Either way, I'm not saying I keep it forever or I make the decision. But clearly you have a lot of things to think about using this for. It's likely better in a bag that no one can get into easily.
I might have a bag of holding.
Yes.
Since when?
Since
It's been a
forever.
while. We just tend to forget.
I don't think
it
we've
because-
ever talked about it, so I really had no idea.
No, we've talked about it. We've said it, but it comes up so rarely. We tend to forget it exists.
I love it
Put
when
it in
you
the
guys
bag for
forget your
now.
stuff.
Put it in the bag for now. What I want to do.
That's exactly the point until we have decided what you want to use it on.
Even before that.
Not to mention you
Let-
are brash with choices sometimes, like the mask.
Can we not insult?
Uh-huh.
I'm not insulting.
Thank you.
I'm saying she's quick to make decisions. That's all.
Ramonor loves
So-
decisive women.
She looks like she was going to say something and then just shuts her mouth, turns around, and it's like starts walking. She has no idea where. She doesn't know where they're supposed to go after this. She's just walking.
We're
Yes, she
supposed to
handed
go
him
to
the
the
thing.
docks to get a boat. Where are you going? The docks are the other way.
Slowly changes direction.
Ramonor will put the cube in the bag.
Cool.
Look,
Ramonor, you
I'm
please
not
think you-
saying we don't trust her with the wish. I say we give her time to decide what she does with it.
I'm not saying she should have used it right now, but I'm gonna be honest, the wording that you just used caused that reaction, and Koresh is going to walk.
Anna would have been walking already. Like as he told Az like which direction to go, he would have been walking towards the docks.
Okay.
Ramanor's fine being the parental figure that is having people angry at him, even if it was the right thing to do.
Daddy Ramonor. Cool. All right. So.
Great,
Um,
now here comes the fan art for it. This is gonna be your fault. Look at the fucking vengeance you have wrought upon us.
He is Harry. Just remember that.
He is here. He is a happy cow man. So.
Oh dear God.
You guys walk towards the docks, and you see that the docks are not well tended. There's like 3 people there. There's somebody shoving off on a boat. There's a kid helping the person shove off, and then there's an old man sitting inside of what looks to be just kind of like a wooden shack that he built himself in 5 minutes. Connor, this place is pretty familiar to you. You've probably seen this guy before. What are we doing?
I was gonna walk over to Shack Man.
Shack man. Okay.
I'm
He
a
looks at-
Shack man.
He, look, he looks to you and he says, "Y'all familiar?"
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah, years go by quickly for me. What is it you need? I'm assuming it's a boat. You're here.
Of course, I need a boat, and we needed to go across the sea to the fortress of Cecily the Unearthly.
There's only two things over there: an abandoned fortress and that city, that volcano city.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Are we sure we're still supposed to go there? Didn't we just walk up on the big bad who's from there? Didn't we just do this thing? Isn't this bad?
No.
Of all, okay. I think I'm remembering things that Koresh doesn't, but we're just gonna keep my mouth shut.
First of all, Connor, like, regardless of what, Connor's just like, okay, we were told to go there. We met the idiot. Still gonna go over there to figure out maybe there's something to help us against the idiot.
But that's where the idiot's from.
And
And
she's looking around to see if she can find anywhere that seems to sell spell scrolls.
There is nothing but this shack here.
Shack
Honestly.
is at a shack.
So he looks to you and he's like, "What's your name, young man?"
Connor.
I
Connor. He looks over. What are you saying?
Who? Me?
James.
Or-
are there snacks in the shack?
No.
Is it shack at a snack shack?
I
I love you. I'm sorry.
Why you gotta out her on social media like that? Like,
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
He looks at you. He's like, "My name's Taylor Shackman. Nice to meet you. You need a boat."
Yes, we need a boat.
Okay. He like goes, and you can see that there's like a chain tied to a stake in the ground, and he grabs the chain and pulls on it with one arm, and then, as he starts and he stops, and he's like, "How much money you got?"
How much does
like
it
to know.
cost?
What kind of boat you looking for? Something comfy?
We just need something to get us over the sea.
Your man's pretty big. You want a big one?
I'm
In
so
everyone's
distracted
heads.
because the background is like bouncing off a light reflection on your head and making it look like there's a hole because it shows them there. I've been staring at it for the past like 2 minutes. Like,
Change my background again. Fuck this.
in everyone's
That was
head,
me,
it's
not
like,
her.
yeah, that was
I
that was
mean,
for
listen, if we're gonna get a boat, we should probably get a boat and a nice one. We have literally
Whoa.
um,
and just hand over mouth.
No,
you
that's
can't
all-
hear him. It's in
that's
your
all
head.
Oh,
That's
Did
my
someone just cheered 510. I don't know what that means, but thanks.
510
Listen.
bits.
They want to purchase the snack.
510 bit.
You think I know
Listen,
anything about
We're
Twitch?
gonna get a boat.
That's
Listen,
I'm pretty sure each bit is like 1 cent.
That's cute.
okay. So
We appreciate
Hey,
it.
every
I don't
penny
get it.
counts.
Every penny counts. It
No,
goes
no, I'm
towards
not
your
saying it's
involvement.
bad.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's what the equivalency is.
why don't we get a decent boat?
Deliver
that
it to
way if we
Lumi.
decide-
Oh my god, no.
If we decide to use a boat again, this one's ours. We have it comfy. We become pirates.
No.
Tell me that is not a badass idea. Come on.
No.
Almighty.
Yeah, no.
Pirates. And at this point you do see Koresh kind of like just doing this with the mental voice.
Hey,
just-
I'm about to make you walk the gangplank.
Yeah, honestly, hearing all that in his head, Connor just drops his head a little bit. He's just like, "Oh my god, is this how the free sword started?" Um, Taylor, we just need a decent ship to get us over the channel.
Oh, you want a ship? Okay.
Well, a
Okay.
decent boat, ship,
Okay.
you know?
Ship. No, you said ship. And he starts pulling on the chain.
Just louder the chanting. Pirates, pirates, pirates.
And as you hear the chain, you can hear like the Skyrim theme in the background, you know, and he's just like pulling the chain harder and harder. And out of nowhere, now you hear the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, where a ship just comes out of the water, and you've got what seems to be just a regular old classic pirate ship. Nothing fancy, but it is it's almost like a straw hat ship, you know. And he's like,
It's a galleon.
that's what's going to run. That's going to run you about like 2,000 gold.
2,000.
Koresh is already putting down whatever fucking money they have.
He looks at you. He looks at you. He says,
Taz is
right.
contemplating
Okay,
how much
10,000
it will
gold. I'm
take.
sorry.
Hey, I didn't
to
say that
steal
in
a ship.
character.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been tracking how much gold I have, so I'm trying to figure out what I got.
Y'all got about like 20 grand.
I have a solid 4 gold and 10
Not
silver.
That's not
accurate.
true.
That is not accurate at all.
I was gonna say, what about like your old gold? Where's your old gold?
Oh, I know how much old gold I have, but I'm saying actual current currency. I have 4 gold and 10 silver.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't done much gold hunting, have we?
We don't
Haven't
need
needed
to.
to.
We have
Yeah,
a
you
solid
guys are-
16k in old gold.
Yeah, you guys are rich.
Right.
You
Like
guys
the
are
old
up.
gold.
You're upending the economy everywhere you go. Like,
When they say it, in all honesty, in any other D&D campaign, we said, "Hey, don't try to destroy my economy." This is what we do. This is our main thing.
Hey, Ford gave us the old gold, all right? This is
did,
Ford's
okay?
fault.
Listen. I fuck up every day when we play this game, okay? So calm down and let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
Who gives a damn about the economy? Uproot that shit. Capitalism's already a fucking problem.
All right,
Hey,
I take out 4 old
Capitalism
gold,
sucks. We all know
which
it.
is
Okay.
equivalent to 2,000 gold.
Why are we actually giving this man the money he fucking wants? I was just staring
Because
at you
it's
like,
a
bro.
ship.
I'm sorry, have you spoken up about haggling? No. Here's 4 old gold.
No, because she just plans. She has other plans.
Okay, he takes the old gold and he's like,
Yeah, like pouting.
"Okay, it's yours."
Pirate ship.
He like
Koresh
flicks
is
it and-
jumping up.
and takes it. He's like, "Have fun," and he just walks off.
Well, while they've been doing all this, Az is gonna stealth real quick. That's a 32 for stealth,
Sure.
and then will, as he walks away.
Watch the slight. Watch
landing
the
on a
slight.
corner.
I rolled the dice, by the way.
Why does it? My acceleration is. Hold on, I need to reset my thing. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay,
We need to deliver a snack to Lumi.
Yes. Lumi deserves
Natural
snacks.
20 for 34 on a sleight of hand check to steal back 2 of the gold.
Okay, you got it.
See, the only problem with that, mind you, is that we are the only people who would be giving old gold to this man's. So now that there's 2
Not
less, he knows it was
necessarily.
us.
Well, I mean,
Well,
we're gonna be gone, and we're
Y'all
pirates
better get to
now. We
moving.
steal things.
Y'all better get to moving, home dog.
Precious already up
Y'all
in the
don't know
crow's
she's
nest.
stolen it. None of y'all
I-
saw her.
I am not saying I did. I'm just saying this
Hey,
man's gonna
hey,
know we did this.
Riley, we're pirates now. Nut up,
No.
or shut up.
We're not.
Yes, we are.
Said,
And Chris
"Nut
is
up
up in the
or
crow's
shut
nest.
up."
If Romanor were a different person, I would so yeet you off the fucking boat
Oh my.
Great.
in the middle of the
I am,
goddamn ocean.
I am up in
Well,
the crow's nest
All
jumping
right,
around.
you guys are on the boat,
Yeah.
and you shove
Just
off.
materializes somewhere on the
who's-
ship.
So
Who's driving?
who knows how to
Yeah, like,
operate a
who's
boat?
Driving. That's the real question.
What kind of check would it take?
Actually,
figure out?
Actually, no. Here's the question: who would go up and try to drive?
Crash. Crash is
Alright.
already up in the front.
No,
It's
you said the
true.
fact that you were up in the
We're
crow's nest.
fucked.
You said you were up in the crow's
Nah,
nest.
Okay.
No,
okay.
because come on, let me give it a shot. Let the
Okay.
fucking shit rat try.
You don't know what I'm gonna do here because I think you guys will like this.
Okay.
Koresh, you run up
Yes.
and try and grab onto the wheel of the boat, and then you are unable to grab the wheel of the boat. And then you see a skeletal face show up. He's like, "This is my boat. Don't you dare touch my wheel. Who are you?"
Can't talk. can't speak. Okay, let me ask you something.
He said he's
just
going to
read
use
minds.
Faerun sign language, FSL. Like,
Can I try and see if I can't do sign language?
Sure, give me
Just
sleight of
make it-
hand. We'll just call it
Okay,
sleight of
cool.
hand. Yeah.
I forgot that I have fucking expertise in this shit.
Oh god.
That is a 23.
Oh man. Okay, so you just start aggressively finger tutting at him, and like, he just looks at you, and he's like, "Mm, yeah, okay, mm. Okay. Anybody know what the fuck this what?
I feel like after Connor would end up coming.
I'm pretty sure
He's
he
just
says
like-
he submits, and this is your boat. You can absolutely drive it.
Ramanor, I swear to fuck, I love you, but I will come at you like a spider monkey.
You can go ahead and try.
Connor, wait, who gave the money to the man? Was it Ramanor? Ramanor, he gave you a certificate of ownership. He said somebody needs to present to me the ownership. All right, cool. You just handed it to him. He said, "Oh, okay. Well, shit. No one's ever owned us before." And he starts whispering to himself.
Us.
And it's like, oh, okay. So listen, we are a ship. I am a ship. I am the ship. Okay. And
Oh, hold on, wait.
We
Who else is
are
here?
shit.
So that way we know.
We
What we call you, so that way when we see your face anywhere else, we can call you the correct thing.
you own me. What do you want to call me?
Whatever your name is.
I don't
The
have
siren's
one.
teats.
Then no.
Oh god, the fact that he's so quiet right now.
Ramanor just mentally sends like a no to him, and he looks at the captain. How about you make a name for yourself?
Mhm.
Oh, come on.
All right. Sonny. Call me
That'll
Sonny.
work. We will call you
Just so
Sonny.
you guys know, I don't watch One Piece. I just know these things.
I was
Sure.
already sitting there like, God damn, are we
You
really gonna
don't
make this,
want-
Sonny?
We believe you, Ford. It's okay.
I've
You're
never
right.
seen an episode of One Piece.
We find out that Ford has a secret Netflix account that's like 500 of the 1,000 episodes in.
Yes.
We appreciate your help.
Thank you,
All
Sonny.
right.
And don't consider yourself owned by us. Consider yourself allied.
You purchased me.
I purchased the boat.
Oh,
I did
God.
not understand that
We
it
have
was
just
you.
become slavers.
boat. I am the boat.
Consider it a job.
So you're going to pay me a wage.
Can you use the wage at all for anything?
I can materialize.
Okay, but
Really?
like,
Really? Can we see you?
but do you need money to materialize things? Oh wait, I can't talk. Fuck. Never mind. I'm just gonna mute. I'm just gonna.
Just the temptation of hearing that is just enough for me. Once again, Connor just asked, like, wait, hold on. So you could materialize yourself here, and then hearing Koresh's comments, like, and can you also materialize things too, like supplies?
For a price, yes.
What's the price?
What do you want?
I'm just trying to figure out what your base pay is.
I mean, you give me a coal, you give
We're
me a gold.
negotiating with a fucking ship.
No, I'm not negotiating with the ship. I'm just trying to figure out what he can
Hey,
do.
you
Yes,
give me
we
a
are.
you give me a gold, and I'll give you 4 healing potions. You know.
This is Ramanor's
About-
fault. He's the
As
one who didn't want to own the ship.
materializes and like summons a dagger, and she's like, Count Wolfa, I don't scratch you, and you shut up and do what we say.
Have you seen me? I'm a living scratch.
Yeah, I don't think scratching the wood on this one's going to do much. As I appreciate
It
the
can do worse
gusto.
than scratching.
Yes, but then we don't have a boat, and I want the boat because I want to be pirates.
I personally don't feel like negotiating supplies with the ship that we just bought.
Once again,
Well, I don't either.
Figuring out what the minimum that can be done in order
It's
to
an
make things
inanimate
easier.
object.
Clearly,
That's
it's
not true.
It's a magical. It's a magical object that is clearly going to help us out in many ways. And you know what? And just watching like Crush up the corner of his eye, he's like, "How about this? Why don't we just find a way to pay him, and actually make Crush happy at the same time?" But that's later on. Then he turns back to
Wait,
Liz, looks at him, and just goes,
We steal the boat's wage from other people on the sea.
once again,
As long as you are not killing good people.
What if they're aristocratic assholes?
What if it's
Doesn't-
Donald Trump?
Yes.
I will. I will plead the fifth on said.
I'm Canadian.
yeah.
I don't have to follow your rules.
Once
What's
again,
Donald Trump gonna do to me?
Into the wheel. He just goes, "Well, we need to go to the fortress of the unearthly, which is on the other side of the
Well,
black."
that I can do for free. But if you like want me to materialize things for you, that's going to cost money.
Not right now. Let's just get over there, do what we need to do, and then we'll have you take us to anywhere else we go.
Understood. These waters are pretty calm. Just go to sleep, and we'll be there in no time.
All right.
Sweet.
No.
Okay.
Correct,
So
he's
we
gonna go
so we
sleep
all
so he
hate
can
D&D
talk.
travel. We know it. It's okay. We'll just count it as a long rest and a half. How's that sound?
Yay! Talking again.
We get to sleep in? Oh boy.
You always sleep
boy.
in.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Romanor is always sleeping in. Man's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that we've already
He
been
needs to
streaming
sleep.
for 44 minutes? All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break.
We have spent 44 minutes arguing with a boat.
No, well, we first argued about the Tesseract cube.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back. We're just having fun. The episode's gonna get more serious from here, but yeah,
It's us. I don't think that could actually really happen, honestly.
yeah. Shaq got a little scared, but we're here. We're doing it. We're having a good day. So yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, I believe, and yeah, we'll see you then, and see you guys. Hi, we're back. I got cheeses in my mouth. So
So many comments. I'll leave it to the chat room to actually deal with it.
Deal with it.
listen, I gotta eat when I gotta eat. That's what I gotta say.
As Brendan Lee Mulligan says, snacking is fine. Snacking is a-okay.
Here's the thing.
I could have a hole in my back for people to shovel almonds into.
Yes,
Almonds?
the best.
Yeah,
that was it was a thing. He did an interview with Matt Mercer and Abria Iyengar, and it was like, is snacking, and he's like, almonds are the food. Just shovel almonds.
No, he went on a whole rant, which is
That's cute.
typical Brennan Lee
It
Mulligan.
was great. It was so great. That man is chaos.
All right, back to it. We on a boat, motherfucker.
We are
We're on a boat. We're on a boat.
Okay. Well, social medias. We have lots of them. Shaq, you want to do it, or do I have to do it today?
Did we? I thought we
What?
only had one.
Social media.
I got nothing.
Okay. Well,
The regular-
we are Twisted Perceptions, brought to you by Player Hater Gaming. And remember that we have 2 Discord servers. We have our PhD server, which is just done for general things. And I think we're actually moving towards revamping that, so we have like a real clear goal for what that is as well. But we also have our server that we do text roleplay in, the Ashirma server, based on this world far, far, far into the future. And it's lots of fun. We have roughly, and I approximately 230 to 250 people in this server. Wild. Lots of people, lots of fun. Am I wrong in my estimation of people?
220.
220 approximately. Yeah, so yeah, I'm around the way. But yeah, we have about 220 people in the server, and which is a lot of fun. Lots of games happen. I think we are seeing 2 to 3 games a week happening. Every time I check the server, there's at least like every week I see like 2 games a week happening, and it's not hard to get in on these games. It's not like we're barring people out of these games. So if you're a new D&D player or a D&D player who does not have like a group that you get to play with, we can find you a group. You can play with some people. You can make some D&D friends. We love it. We love having people join, and we love having people play the game. With that, you can follow us on the TikToks and the Facebooks and the Instagrams.
Why are there multiple of them? TikToks.
Please remember that at the end of this month, we will be transferred fully into PHG's all of their social medias. So follow Player Hater Gaming, not Twisted Perceptions. And as time goes on, we'll be consolidating things more and more and all of that. So thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We've started this stream nearly 2 years ago, I think. We're getting close to 2 years.
A year and a half.
And it's wild. So thanks for being here, guys, and let's get back into it. You guys wake up on a boat. Koresh, you normally being the one to wake up first.
We're on a boat?
So, in the crow's nest, you just hear just arms stretched out up into the air, freely able to speak again. Fuck
Darn.
that goddamn silent shit.
Darn, we didn't get. He didn't fall out. Fortunately.
Somewhere below, all you hear is Connor's voice. Somebody shoot that damn pigeon.
And somewhere
then-
down below as well, you just hear.
Koresh will go to where the ladder for the crow's nest is and slide down
Cool.
straight
As
up,
you
not
go
close
and
enough.
walk towards the ladder, you see a sight to behold. You see 4 volcanoes
Ugh.
standing as tall as the horizon. Smoke coming out of all 4. Okay, that's all.
Az is curled up somewhere between lots of boxes where she can hide.
Lots of boxes.
with a blanket that she didn't go to sleep with.
Probably.
So, Koresh goes to the ladder and like tries to have the same gusto as they had when they first got the boat and goes to slide down the ladder, but the entire time is looking behind them at the 4 volcanoes with some form of abstract sense of fear. Comes down on the deck and hears the snoring and is probably not going to wake anybody up. Instead, they are going to go up to the front of the ship. I think it's the bow. Yeah, right up at the front. I don't remember ship speak.
Ship speak.
And pulls out a notebook and starts writing. And we'll wait.
I'm here. What's up? You just
Waiting
wait?
for, waiting for people to wake
Yeah.
up.
All right.
Probably about 20 minutes later, Connor's gonna come up.
Connor, you come up and you see the same thing. 4 volcanoes all smoking as tall as the horizon. You're approaching quickly.
I don't have a death wish. I'm just gonna let her sleep. And then seeing Courage at the bow, he's going to walk up. And how long has it been since you've been awake?
20 minutes.
Ow. Probably about 20 minutes. Why?
Oh, nothing. Just wondering.
I'm
Clearly,
usually
you're
up
still
before
dry.
all of you.
Yes, I know that. Clearly, though, you're still dry. So I guess my words did not actually reach anybody important. Sunny.
No. Unfortunately, I did not take the long walk off a short plank last night.
You hear Sonny from the wheel scream, Kaztan coming up real quick.
Are we gonna let the others sleep, or are we going to try and wake up them?
We're going to try to wake them up. I'll let you wake up Az because she won't stab you as hard as she'll if it was me.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, did you just try to say she wouldn't stab me? But she'd probably make it like a light stabbing, just like a little jab, whereas she might like actually go for your jugular.
Yes.
And
Y'all should have Ramonor wake her up. She
Your
can try and
perspective
stab
of
him.
Az is terrifying.
No. Waking up as is terrifying. As normal is fine.
Koresh is going to go down and find her with the boxes and just kind of sit 3 feet away and
That's so
pull
specific.
pull up both the sword and the scabbard still on it and just kind of like boop, 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 boop.
She like sees she's got the blanket on her, I guess that someone put there. And like she's kind of curled up and her like armor and stuff is off. It's horrible to sleep with that at night. And Katai is just curled up on the side of her face,
Mhm.
completely covering it. Just like a wing has drifted over, covering her face, and there's just a
Boop, 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 boop. It's your favorite shithead. Boop, boop.
you just hear the shing of a dagger coming out of her hand.
Koresh is not moving, not budging. Boop, boop, boop. Either you're gonna
There's
use the
no
dagger-
sound. There's no sound, but through the telepathic connection she has with Katai as a familiar, just kind of like something happens, and then you watch Katai like get up and then just like flap at your face. It's pseudo dragon
I
attack.
have those too. You ready? And I'm going to draw the sword, and then the 2 massive wings come out, and I'm going to cause a massive rush of air towards Az to blow the blanket off. And with Katai being
Katai just like barrel rolls through the air
Yeah.
into a wall.
a little umbrella.
Hey, look, and she's in
I'm
the
not
same
going to
old,
stop.
same old underclothes as ever. The tattoo on the arm is visible with the shirt, with it just being the shirt, you can see the dragon scales on part of
Mhm.
her chest as it shows up, and then the black on the hands up the arms because of the stuff. And she just kind of like squint glares at you from her head on the floor, just no.
I'm sorry, but it's time. It's time to do the waking. The waking is important. We have the thingies to do. And there's 4 volcanoes out there. I would rather not be the only one to see them.
I would
It's as
not
if you're ready for your Arcana was there. Anyway.
Probably did.
Probably.
No.
And she just kind of rolls over under her stomach, just fine. I need
Okay.
to get ready.
You guys, after coming up, you see Connor and Ramanor walking upstairs too, and you're
Hey,
pretty
I
much
had
pulling
I
up.
had fun stuff to do waking up.
Oh, let's do
Ramanor.
it. Let's do it.
Do it. Do it.
Ramanor didn't sleep near anybody because he knows he snores. But when you go to look for him, he has somehow fashioned four hammocks for himself because he needs that much coverage.
Me too.
And he is just like buried in a bit of extra cloth and just snoring away.
Ford makes the iron hammock.
Connor's gonna see this and just be like, I wish I had some earplugs. He's gonna walk straight up to him and just like kind of like pushes him like enough force for him to just like jostle a little bit, but nothing to like push him off. He's like, Romanar,
Yeah, he just swings back and forth.
Romanar, it is time to wake up. We're about to land.
I'm sorry, Ramanor is just
Damn,
about
what
as
kind of monster was that? Roll for initiative. Shit.
Ramanor is just as bad at waking up as I am. So you're gonna have to go to the level of hitting him awake if you want.
Yeah.
I speak from experience. This is a tactic that might work.
Decrease
I-
his AC by 10 because he's asleep.
I've done this. I've done this before. I straight up just like.
He also takes off his armor to sleep, so
Oh, okay.
he also doesn't have a shield, so it's just his dex, which is +0, so you get 10. You have to hit him with 10.
Connor is actually going to take out the Warhammer. He flips it around. So it's the handle that's gonna come down. And he's just like, Ramanor, don't make me do this. Wake up.
I call this my feel better stick because when I hit fuckers with it, I feel better.
Honestly, I hit you regardless, even with a nat 1, because it's a +9 to hit.
Not one auto fails.
Automatically misses.
I know
if it's
that.
That one. So you
I
miss.
am rolling.
You try to like bring your hammer down, and then you try to bring the handle of your hammer down, and then what happens is the boat like sways, and then he sways away with the hammock, and you just miss, hit the ground. Give me a wisdom check. Say Ramanor. See if the sound of the hammer hitting the floor wakes you up.
I doubt it. That is a 25.
Yep. Still gotta wake him up.
I still find it funny the fact that I called the nat 1 before I rolled the nat 1.
So I'm letting everybody know ahead of time. I have just been warned that they are going to be resetting my Wi-Fi. Because apparently I'm the only one it's working for the first time in forever.
Those assholes.
So if this shit goes down, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What about a nat 20?
Just wake him up at this point. You're awake. Okay.
I smacked you so hard, you probably like fell out of the hammock straight to the floor. And you just see me.
I'm up. Jeez.
You just see me, the actual hammer part resting on my shoulder, and it's just a handle over my back. It's like, oh, good, I don't need to hit you again. Get
When
your
did
armor on, we're
when
about
did
to
you
land.
wake up with the strength that I have?
Apparently, we're on a ship, and it actually works for me. So, get on your armor. We're almost there. There's also 4 volcanoes, too, if you want to see it before we land. And he's just going to walk up and back upstairs.
Sweet. Okay. So as Ramador gets his stuff on and walks upstairs, you guys see that you guys are pulling into the port. And he says, well, Sonny looks at you guys and he says, the city you're looking for is in the center of all 4 of those volcanoes, right at the base. Can't miss it.
Great. So we're looking for a bowl that fills with piping hot liquid magma.
It doesn't fill.
Magma. Sorry, couldn't help it.
Magma.
And I think they just reset his Wi-Fi. Yep, they just reset his Wi-Fi.
I think he'll be back on here soon though, so I guess
Yeah.
we can just continue on for a minute or so without him. So you guys get off the ship, and the ship, you see it sink deep into the waters. Just
I'm
underneath
just
the
thinking. He just turns to Sonny. He's like, how do we tell you when we need to leave?
Sonny's like, just walk on out and grab that chain right there.
Okay, sounds good.
And then you guys just walk into the pathway that leads up in between all 4 of these volcanoes. As you go up, you can see that there are scavenger style birds flying through the air, things like vultures and stuff like that. And you can tell that like at the base of these volcanoes, there's lush greenery. Lots of really good things like that, where just the soot that has settled has been very good for the trees. But anything outside of there is nothing but sorry about our messed up thing right now. Hey, look, Riley's just 2 of them. No, but it's just lush greenery. And as you guys start to walk through the passage of the volcano, very quickly you can see this large city. What do you guys do?
Connor's actually going to stop and kind of like take a look. Like, well, this is actually a lot better than I thought it would be.
I turn it
expected
into
more
Mordor.
Fire
No,
and brimstone.
I turn it into Mordor.
We can't just walk into Mordor.
We didn't. We sailed.
Just not simply.
Walk down
As
this
is just
hill
leaning over the side of the rail, like
leading to the gates of the city, and you see 2 turtle folk holding spears.
turtles.
Toidles.
We're back.
Welcome to data. I'm staying for the rest of today.
Oh no.
This shall
First
be
time it's working fine for me and nobody else, and that's when they decide to reset it, even though I've been begging for months for them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about
Can
right,
I
though.
bring something? Is that allowed? Can I just can
Okay. Well, they are in front of the city right now, James.
Okay.
So you guys all walk up and you see 2 turtle folk holding spears. He says, and they all look at you, and they both look at you and they say, "Welcome to Kaztan." And they just open the gates. They don't question you or anything like that.
Either they don't give a fuck, or they saw big ass man's woman that looks like she wants to stab you without actually wanting to stab you yet. A cleric, and
Cleric.
and a fallen Azamar.
And as the gates open, you can see a priest, another turtle. As you look around, you can see everybody's turtle folk here.
It's a curse.
You can
You come to
see-
live here, you turn into a turtle folk.
He looks at you. He says, "I have been expecting you."
Which one of us?
All of you.
Oh, and what's my name?
Ramanor. Well,
You see, this is kind of one of those days where James leads us again. Where we're just like, why? How? What do you?
he holds up a mask.
Riley's having a time switching scenes back and forth. I just see the look of ah.
Oh, hey.
He here.
Deep breath.
Here.
Deep breath.
You find yourself in
Peace.
front a turtle folk priest, and he says he's been expecting you. And then
Well,
he
there
holds up
goes
a
whatever-
porcelain mask.
Well, there goes every fucking cover story that I would have had.
That's just kind of like, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted to do today. I don't want to deal with another one of these fuckers.
Well, unfortunately, we kind of figured we were gonna have to deal with more of these fuckers as soon as we had the goddamn masks.
He looked at you. He looks at you all, and he says, "You are looking to take down number 7, correct?"
That is,
Yeah.
in fact, the plan.
Good. Our village is at your disposal.
Wait, really?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's just backtrack a little bit here. Why do you want to end him?
He's a menace to the society. What don't we understand here?
A fucking men to this turtle right here. This one, I like him. He's
Okay.
my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
I think the proper term is turtle.
Is it? Sorry, my bad. I don't mean to be offensive. That's on me.
I don't care what you call me.
Fair
Well,
enough.
but still,
There are plenty of creative things I could call you.
he
Just the fact that you wear a mask.
indeed, he is a menace to society, and he needs to die, or be stopped. He became a mask wielder some time ago. I'm the oldest living mask wielder, and so I've seen everyone confess their thing they wish to protect or a thing they wish to gain, and he wants to protect himself. No mask wielder should want to protect themselves.
He's a conceited little shit. Got it. We already knew that though.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's got an ego so fucking heavy that I'm pretty sure
He
even-
looks. The turtle looks at Az and Koresh and he says, "You've seen the dragon, no?"
Oh, absolutely. He also came with the dancing clown. Remember that?
He he said, "Yes, the dancing clown." Number 7 wishes to take the power of that dragon.
Well, good fucking luck.
You know, I wish I could say it with such spitefulness as you.
Oh, I don't care how close he's getting. I don't care how close he already is. I've already told that dude he hired the wrong PR guy if he wanted to become a god, and clearly if he's trying to go and kill dragons, especially one of that power, given what we've already seen.
Miss Az, you've been very quiet. You seem like you don't even want to interact.
Not particularly, but I've not been known to be the most friendly one of the group. Oh my god, Riley's camera was having a seizure zooming in on this chair, and I was watching it like. Ugh.
Well, how about we go sit and eat? I assume you like food, yes? You don't have
Necessary
to like
survive.
me.
What was that as?
Said it's necessary to survive, and believe me, the dislike isn't particularly personal, considering I don't know you. I
Indeed.
just don't particularly enjoy the people that wear these masks, and that includes myself.
You like bread, from what I know, correct?
You just unlock a memory from like early days of campaign. My brain was like, wait a second, bread has come up before. What is this? Let me remember. What was it?
As loves warm bread for some reason. Just like a hot out of the oven bread. I don't remember why, but you saw bread and you decided it was yours. Like
Wasn't there the one guy in
Kind
the
of like
forest?
something like that. I can't
Yes,
remember.
yes, it was. It was before we actually met. What's his face's ancestor?
So
yeah,
he
it's just
looks
kind of
in-
like does not want to give him the satisfaction of an answer, knowing he's right.
Koresh points with a thumb and just says, that's your answer. That means yes in
Mhm.
as speak.
he just like slowly waves. He's like, follow me. And as he walks you through the town, you see that this is full of turtle folk. And everyone seems to be quite nice. The walls are high. You can see that there is lava seeping down from each volcano, but it actually goes underneath the entire city. So there's never been a real danger of lava seeping into the city. And whenever there is, he has the ability to stop things like that. He's a mask wielder, obviously. But as you go from there and continue to walk through, you see children running around. And you see that this place seems to be very familial in nature. And he looks back to you all and he says, I guess I should explain to you what it is that I want to protect.
Might be a good idea. Give us a sense of who you are as a person.
He walks into a giant hall that is literally just a celebratory dining hall. It's like, this is where we will eat. Sit and I'll tell stories. And he says, he like looks at one of the guys. He's like, can you get the woman some bread? Not the nice looking one with the one that looks like she wants to kill you. And
You know what? Just for this, because I didn't specify, yes, Boobalicious is back. And now the voice has to become this again because continuity. Anyways,
he looks to you and he says, well, there's been a never-ending eruption from all four of these volcanoes, and it has supplied lots of heat to the center of our planet. And my ancestors have been here for a millennia, and from there, I was taken on as the next volcano's shaman. So from there, it has been my duty to protect the flame. I came across this mask from another wielder. They took me under their wing, who was also from my village, and decided that I would now be the protector of the flame.
all right. So you're basically in charge of the Earth's fireplace, so to speak.
More or less.
I'd say that's pretty noble. I think I like you. Wait, I'm fucking up the voice again. I'm stuck in shit rat. I think I quite like you.
I'm sorry. I don't care how you look. It's always just gonna be shit rat in my ears. Like it's like the wah 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 wah. That's yeah.
Right. Well,
That's the long and the short of what I do here.
I'm sure you already well understand what we're after to protect.
Oh,
as you were there.
indeed.
Fair enough.
But with that, there's lots of things that you could probably find of use here.
What do you have that would give us an advantage on this would-be piss ant god?
Well, I can provide you one thing, but you can only know one at a time. And I can only take you one at a time. I am asking you to implicitly trust me, obviously. And that could go south if you don't believe who I say I am.
Well, since I know how my party operates, I'll go. May as well be me first.
You know, it should be you first, considering the fact that you already created a god and everything else. Therefore, if you come back okay, we know it's a good idea for us all to go inside.
He looks
There's
at Avs. Will you let your friend go with me?
Why are you asking me permission? It's not like I'm in charge.
You sometimes are.
most
He,
of the
la-
time.
he laughs and he says, "You must ask permission from family members." He looks at you and he says, "Koresh?"
Well, considering I'm not the one who came from the days of future past, and let's be quite honest, I'm a little bit expendable compared to the rest of you. At least if I go first, there's not too many big whoops if, God forbid, something happens to the annoying boobed one.
He laughs and he says, "Yeah, you, you think you weren't a part of it. Let's go."
Catch you on the flip side, and Koresh will go down.
You're not expendable.
He walks with you and he takes you into a back room. As you open this door and walk in, the room itself lights up, Koresh, and it seems to be a staircase very far down. The deeper you go, the hotter it gets. As you go deeper and the staircase becomes standalone with no walls around it, you can see that there is lava seeping down each wall about 100 yards away from you in either direction. You go down this spiraling stone staircase and you come to what looks to be a stone door just encapsulated by another stone room. And he says, "I cannot take you any further than here. But do know that if you find yourself becoming just a little dizzy, you need to leave. Promise me that."
I'm going to roll something.
Sure.
Give me a second here.
Meanwhile, he's doing that. Connor's gonna look to the other two. It's like, so who's going to smack him upside the head when he gets back?
So that is a 23.
Sure.
All right.
What is the 23 for?
Deception.
Oh, all right.
I shall come back should I start to get dizzy, but I hope you understand that I don't leave this island until I find what I'm looking for.
I'm going to roll insight on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got 2.
Yeah, good thing I'm a bard.
For a
Warlock
second, I thought
rogue.
you were just gonna. I thought you were just gonna end it. Good thing I'm a bot, or like as in bottom, like. And I was like, okay, Koresh.
Anyways.
Cool.
I'm a bot.
All right, before we continue, do the other players want to deafen themselves or do you feel like you want to listen to this? Because every player has the chance to do what he's about to do. So do you want to know what he's about to do or do you want to wait until your character is
Shaq's already deafened.
I can't. For one.
You can't deafen yourself?
No, technically.
Then I wouldn't be able to display it on stream.
Oh yeah.
Can you take your headphones off and stop hearing it that way?
I should be able to do that. Go ahead and speak.
Hello,
check,
hello,
check,
hello.
check.
Cool.
All right,
Koresh
viewers,
will go through the door.
all right, viewers. Yeah, this is also going to happen on the podcast too. This happens on the podcast where people have to take their headphones off. It's really fun. Koresh, you walk through the door and you see a room that seems to be quite a bit larger than what it looks like on the inside, from the outside.
It's a TARDIS.
And As you do that, you see that there is a mirror in front of you. As you get closer to the mirror, you can see that the mirror is moving like a liquid until it solidifies itself and you can see yourself in the mirror. You can tell that this is a liquid that is quite toxic and should not be touched.
Okay.
From there, I need you to give me a constitution save.
Can I add something just so that way maybe it'll help?
Sure.
I'm going to take a bit of my cloak and I'm going to rip it and I'm going to affix it to my face and put the mask on over top
Sure. Okay.
in order to kind of filter it out a bit.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Is
Yeah.
Does that affect anything?
That'll affect the DC. Yeah.
Okay. Constitution?
Yep. Save.
Big money. Nope. That's a 12.
That's a 12. I
That's a
decreased
12.
the DC by 3. It would have been a 12. If it meets, it beats.
Oh fuck yes! Yes!
From there, Koresh, you see yourself walk out of this liquid. And it is what seems to be a redeemed ASMR version of yourself. And he says, "It's nice to see you. I didn't think I would be summoned here."
And like again, Shock switches back to the more androgynous form. No boobs, no ass, just flat.
Sure, yeah.
What in the fuck is going on? Did I inhale too many fumes? Am I tripping balls again?
No, you are not. But if you have the opportunity to ask me 2 questions about a potential future of yours. You don't know what future I come from, but there are lots of general things that I could possibly shed light on.
Okay.
And right before that, you feel an extreme pain in your head. I need you to give me a wisdom save now.
Oh no.
With your mask on, I will also give you a bonus. You can I can either decrease the DC by 3 or I can give you advantage.
I would rather the advantage.
Take the advantage.
10.
10. That's your save.
That's my save.
Your head starts to swim just a little bit. You would normally get in this situation get 2 questions, but you have enough time to ask and hear the answer to 1 question. What is the question you would like to ask?
Fuck. God, Ford, you put me. God damn it. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to think.
No,
like
it's
this
fine.
is a
It's
fucking...
fine. It's fine. This is a big deal for you.
Fuck. How do we stop him?
You know, you and I have killed lots of people. We've killed our brother. We've killed people who could have been friends. And we killed him too. But I don't know if that was the way. I really don't. Maybe locking him away could have been better. But I do remember one thing. When we did stop him, there was just a vacuum. And we didn't learn how to plug it. And then he walks back into the mirror.
Hold on. Technically, I still have another question.
Technically.
And I know that I'm not going to be able to hear the answer, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put the notebook down in the room. You're going to have to write it down because I need to know. Do I keep them all safe? And as I say that,
You pass out.
oh, straight up?
Straight up. You hit the ground.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Um,
fuck. I thought I didn't have time to listen to it. I thought I could ask and run.
No.
Fuck!
He comes in as you're hitting the ground. You see the turtle man run in and grab you right before you hit the ground. And he
Okay.
sees the notebook and he grabs it.
Shit.
And he's carrying you upstairs.
Fuck.
He carries you upstairs.
I'm Devin.
I'm back.
Riley.
You having fun waving there?
You see the turtle carrying Koresh back upstairs.
Resh is
Out.
dead.
Cold. No, he's alive. You can tell easily that he's alive. And
has like it's probably sitting at some table somewhere, and she's got the dagger, and it's like she has it like tipped to the wood, and then finger on the hilt, and it's just like spinning, and the look she's giving them is, this is gonna be in you in the next 30 seconds.
and he sets him down and he heals him up. And Koresh, you come back. And he looks at you. He says, "Koresh, before you say anything, you mustn't say nothing about what you saw down there."
I was coughing so convincingly that my brother came in to check on me. I appreciate you, Nolan. I love you. Anyways,
and he shows you the book, and you can see there was no pen left. You can see burn marks all over the book, but in the center of the page, you see a heart.
all right.
It's just burned
Okay.
into the page.
I can't say anything to them. I can't say anything at all.
Not about the experience down there.
Okay. Okay.
You can you can, but he's telling you not to.
Okay. Can I get an insight to see if I can't like kind of gather why maybe this is a thing?
Sure, yeah, give me an insight check.
Oh, well, fuck you too. That's a nat 1 for 10 because I have a +9, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You don't really get a reason, but you can tell he's very serious about this.
Okay. All right. All right. And Koresh, who was previously boobed, is no longer boobed and is just gonna kind of like go.
He looks around everyone and
corner.
he looks around everyone and he says, Koresh did not follow the rules and he passed out. Who's next?
Screw it. I'll go down.
Oh,
And
I
Connor
was
actually gets
just
up.
gonna offer.
I can't they go together?
It's a bad idea. Just trust me. Just do as.
I feel like
Part of
every
this.
person is going to get more and more emotional for me too.
Just listen. Just listen to him.
Are you guys like watching the chat as this is going on to see how people react to it?
Hey, I'm just waiting for Sax.
I
to
am not
tell us-
looking at anything so that I don't know anything.
No, no,
Okay.
they haven't said much.
Yeah, because John was like, "You got this."
And then he goes like, and then he redeemed the twisted line.
beep
Like,
beep lettuce.
not who has to say it. So
Who has to
I'm
say
waiting.
beep beep let us?
Is it me? It could be me. I don't know why, but it could be me. All right, cool. You're
It's
next.
probably me.
Ramanor.
All right, everybody mute yourselves besides Connor Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
Or Deafin, I'm
Wow.
sorry. Actually, should James have the Deafin?
By merit, yes.
By merit,
because-
by merit, yes.
and
by
also
merit.
because of the fact that you did say the fact that we're all going down here alone.
Yes, true. You are all going down there alone. Okay, cool. So he takes you behind the door and you see it. Did you hear that whole thing about the staircase? All
Yes.
that? Okay, cool. So
Then
you
you
go.
got to the
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
I
You
got
get to the door.
roll.
You get to the door.
If I feel dizzy, I need to leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he looks at you and he says, "Connor, it's your turn. I cannot go in with you."
Something told me the fact that wasn't going to happen. I appreciate it. And let's just get this over with. And he's
Alright.
going to go
Hope it
and
goes smoothly.
yeah, the last couple of times somebody said that to me, then not. So thank you
Mhm.
anyway. And he's going to go in.
You go in, and this room is a lot larger than what it looks like from the outside.
Got it, it's a TARDIS.
James made the same joke.
Yes, Doctor Who guys for the win. Anyway.
And you look in front of you and you see a mirror. But as you get closer, the mirror seems to be running liquid. And you can tell that this liquid is quite toxic. But
So
right
it's
before
living
your
mercury.
eyes,
Mm-hmm.
it solidifies. It
So
becomes a mirror.
got it. So I'm in the Chamber of Secrets. Okay.
Give me a Constitution save. Are you going to do anything to try and help yourself out first?
For saves, I do not have bless. I did not take it because I didn't think I needed it. Because why would I? You know?
Sure.
So yeah, that was all of 7.
7. Okay. You start to cough. And you can feel
Mm-hmm.
your body kind of taking in the toxic fumes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see yourself walk out of the mirror. You can see a scar down his eye, wearing ironwood armor, with the same hammer on his back. He looks at you. He says, "I figured I'd be called at some point. I remember this place from a few years back."
Like seeing me at that time, I'm like, huh. Echo appears next to me. I look over, compare. So that is just me, future me. Got it. Okay.
I'm one of the future yous. There's a lot, okay? I'm your most likely outcome right now.
Got it.
You get to ask me one question. Well, 2 questions really. And I will answer them for you. Just so you know, you failed your first check. You only have 1 question now before you will pass out.
Got it.
So, as you begin to speak up, to start to think about your question, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
I'm good at those. I hope I'm good at those. I should be good at those. That's a 25.
Okay, you pass the wisdom save. So you for sure will hear the answer to one question. You can ask another question, but you will pass out like you saw Koresh was.
Yeah. Um.
Damn, you got guidance.
Oh, this is going to be good.
So you have one question that you can hear the answer to, and if you ask another question, you will pass out, and you can try and find a way for them to communicate the other question.
Connor is going before anything else. He's gonna give. I know that the echo is not used this way, but pulls out a piece of paper, pulls out a quill, dabs it into ink, hands it to the echo, has it walk over. He takes a deep breath. He's also going to cast Enhance Ability on himself before he asks any questions. And it's going to be the Eagle. Oh, nope, it's not Eagle Splinter. It is Bear's Endurance. Because he's going to try to hold out for as long as he can after the question. So that way the echo doesn't dissipate before getting the answer and putting it into his bag as he opens the door.
So you get one question that you get to hear the answer to. What is it? He looks at you and he says, ask away.
Where's the mask that I'm supposed to take and use to assist my team? And before you answer that question, the second question. The hammer. He
You
asked.
only get one.
No. He's asking the question, not expecting the answer now, but this way he could write it down on the paper. So technically he's being asked at the same time, but he knows what he could feel like how his body's going right now. He's like, 2 questions, hear one, tell you the second, get out before I pass out, but at least have the answer on paper.
We'll see.
So the second question would have been, do I need to worry about the hammer at Hammer Falls?
He looks at you and he says, about your mask. He pulls it out, not showing you the number. You've already found it. And the hammer, and you start to fade very quickly. And you can hear his mouth move. You can see his mouth moving, but you can't hear what he's saying.
It's like the echo would just be trying to at least write down.
Yeah, he's trying to scribble it down.
And as I start to like really fade, where like the darkness is coming in, like at the very edges, I'm already opening the door and stepping out.
Okay, cool. As you go to step out, you start to fade real hard, and the turtle catches you, and he says, everyone tries to push it on that second question if you fail.
And he's going to see me.
He closes the door.
No, he's just like, wait, Echo, Shadow, hold. And so it's like, he's just saying it. He's just like trying to give the Echo enough time to write down whatever it can to get out.
The Echo's already out, and
Okay.
he hands you the book. Says, you and your friend Koresh are quite smart, and you just see a smiley face on the book. The Echo didn't have enough time to really transcribe what he was saying.
He just needed to. Honestly, the answer just needed to be like a yes or no. Yes, need to worry about it. No, you don't.
It's kind of a shrug. He's like, It's like, I mean, you don't really need to, but I mean, if you want to, like.
Seeing that, he's just like, then I'm just gonna leave it alone.
And then you walk upstairs and you see everybody. How long until we get Shaq?
I'm gonna give her like about 5 minutes.
Solid 5.
A solid 5. She's not even paying attention.
Oh, Riley's screaming at Shaq.
Is Riley screaming?
Yeah, he screamed at her. She didn't say anything.
She's not. Hold on, I got this.
He's
Watch,
so
watch,
out of it.
watch.
Oh, no,
hold on.
there she goes. There she goes. Nope.
Hang on. I got this. Watch.
Shut
I
up.
got this.
She left her phone.
Yeah, but she'll hear the ring.
Oh man.
Do you
What's
have
up,
your ringer
TikTok
turned
Gail?
off?
I always have my ringer turned off.
All right. Connor walks back up the stairs. Connor, what's the expression on your face?
He just looks at a turtle, just be like.
Well, the people in chat messaged me on Discord to get my attention too.
Did you hear me yell?
No.
He says, "Shut."
I love it. But no, he is. It's more of a. Okay, like I knew that this was. Like I already knew this, so it's not that much of a surprise. He's just looking at the turtle, just be like. So is it just yours, or I'll find out later.
He looks at Ramanor and asks,
Ramanor is currently at a stall that is apparently serving meat. And since he's not very quiet, you can all hear him go, beep, beep, sheep meat. And it's served with lettuce? The heck is this?
He looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, it's served with lettuce. Like, I mean, come on. Like, it's really easy. It's beep beep sheep meat.
What is beep beep sheep meat?
Beep beep sheep meat is the meat we get when a sheep is yelling and we kill it at the same time. Okay, it makes it a little more tender, a little more juicy. It's great. Okay,
It's just
You
a
gotta
screaming goat.
Yeah, it's literally just a screaming goat. You eat it while it's screaming. Okay.
They're killing one in the back right now. Can you hear?
Hey,
No,
Hey.
hold on. His comment was, "You're eating it as it's screaming."
Listen. Sometimes you gotta
Holds
eat
up the
screaming
piece of
animals.
meat
Okay.
on lettuce.
Some
and
of
you
us are
hear-
snapping turtles, and I will snap.
hey,
Snapping
sure.
turtles.
I guess I'll try it.
He looks at the priest looks at Ramen. He's like, and he points at Az. He's like, he's gonna be busy.
And what if I don't?
You don't have to.
As I like, after a couple of coughs, and like you kind of see just like white smoke come out of his mouth for a second. Damn it. You should go.
Koresh will look.
My honest opinion, you should go.
Koresh looks to Az. Let me put it to you this way. You've seen 2 timelines. May as well take a look.
I don't like what that possibly implies at all.
Oh, I'm sure you don't.
Listen, I'm getting rather tired of all these deeply emotional, spiritually damaging experiences. It's been a rather common theme of late. But fine.
I didn't
fine.
have that.
She gets the dagger
I didn't
absorbs
have
into
that.
her hand.
I definitely didn't have that. But
All
I do
right.
need an ale. So
Everybody mute.
Connor's just going for an ale and just drinking probably about 3. He has like 4 of them in front of him.
Not
And
me,
he
but
just-
Devin.
Beep beep.
Well,
I'm
take
a
it.
sheep. I said beep beep. I'm a sheep.
All right.
Before I go, you're welcome, Savvy. You're welcome, John.
John, you are welcome. You are the most welcome. So, as you go down this giant staircase that I already described, and you come to this door that's encased by this giant stone room. You walk in. I swear to God, if you make the same joke, and you see that this room is much larger than what it looks like from the outside. And what are you
Behave.
thinking?
I'm gonna behave.
Say it.
It's a fucking TARDIS.
Damn it.
Listen, I went through a severe Doctor Who phase. What do you expect from me? My sonic
All
screwdriver's
right,
probably around
chat.
here
I need you.
somewhere.
Everybody in chat. I need you to flood chat with TARDIS, just because we've had 3 TARDIS jokes. Okay. Okay. So you walk into this fucking stone TARDIS, and you see. I lost my train of thought. Okay. You walk into this stone TARDIS, and you see uh, a mirror in front of you. As you walk towards this mirror, you can see that it's actually a running liquid. And from there, the liquid itself solidifies, and you can see yourself in the liquid. I need you to make me a Constitution save.
That's a 9.
A 9. Okay. You begin your head starts to swim. You start to get a little headache. And you see yourself walk out of the mirror.
Go back away from that, just like couple steps back, dagger out of hand, like
Sure. Yeah. You do remind me of a younger me. I see the dagger in your hand and the fear and the anger in your eyes. I'm you from the most likely timeline from this point. I'm here to answer 2 questions of yours. I remember this room. I was here once. I might have even been you. Um, and I'm just here to answer 2 questions from the timeline. So you can ask whatever it is you want to ask me, and I will answer to the best of my ability. But please know that in my journeys, I have found out a lot of things that I do not want to know, as you have. Are you just coming from forward?
this is like don't know if I want to answer, don't know if I want to do shit. I don't know what's going on here. I'm completely just like
I'll take these silences. Yes.
as.exe has stopped working.
I'll take these silences. Yes. Ford is a bitch. He's a smart one, but he is a bitch. And to prove that I am you, your name is Azure Shirosa. You were heir to the family, the Shirosa family, to be running the guard after your father. Your father, though raised very rough, said he would love us. Our father would love us regardless of what we do, no matter what. Our mother, we don't really know what happened. And one of the things that hurts the most is our fiance. Do you believe me now?
I hate that this might be strange and yet somehow not the strangest thing that has happened.
Oh, it gets worse.
That's
You have 2 questions.
I don't even think I want to ask. Don't want to know anymore.
I didn't ask any questions either. I must plead with you to dig deep and find something you want to know.
What am I? No. She's like, badass. No, wait, like, wait a damn minute. I can't ask a question about what kind of question I did. Just like,
What am I supposed to ask?
like, wait. It's just like, and the visible growing frustration of the situation. Just
As you
Okay.
gear up to even get a question out, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Oh, that's a natural one for 2.
Okay, cool. Continue. Hmm.
It's fucked.
No. Continue.
Don't know what to ask, but me of all people knowing of timelines and possible timelines and things that could come to pass, and you wanted me to ask questions.
Azurus, think of blanket questions. Things that can apply anytime. By now, you know who your enemy is.
Do I ever forgive myself for everything that happened at my hand and every mistake I ever made?
If you choose not to run away from home, you will find reason and ability to forgive yourself. You have one more question as yours. And as she says that, your head starts to swim really bad and you almost go down. But then something happens. Your body glows blue and it disperses from you. And your future self says, you were the one who traveled back in time. Place doesn't have as much of effect on you as other places. As other people anyway. You still have another question.
From most likely future, and you are this way.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get it right?
We stopped him. We killed him. But as the rest of us would say, there was a vacuum left. And what with vacuums, there's someone that needs to fill that place of power. I don't think any of us will be around for who fills that place of power. But we stopped the evil that came today. And we have all learned to be good with that. I'm sorry if that's not good enough. My fate's hand, we got that bitch. And you are fully capable of doing so as well.
Need to know.
And yourself walks back into the Mercury mirror.
She will very slowly. She takes a few moments and just stares. and then slowly turns around and goes back up.
So
Azurus, what is the look on your face when you come up?
Manages to look both like, right, the closest she ever gets to looking emotional, like something's fucked up, and yet also there's something that's never really been there before. Just something solid, a little spark.
What some call it a glimmer of hope.
Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Perhaps I have developed outside of being the rogue archetype of hating everything, and perhaps now I see the light. Perhaps I have self-actualized into a three-dimensional character.
The turtle looks at you and says to Ramanar, "Are you done eating, you screaming sheep?"
I mean, I'm done. Yeah.
Okay.
But what were the rules again?
I'll tell you when we get down there.
Okay.
By the way, I hope you all enjoyed me eating the various implements that are sitting around me.
All right.
I was intentionally not watching you.
Everyone
it's a good idea.
except Riley, Mew, or
There were so many
Deafen.
comments
Jack,
backstage.
don't look at your phone because we'll lose you. All right.
Hello, good sir.
Hello. He takes you down these stairs that you've already heard. And he sits you in front of this room.
Sorry,
And
I'm
he
just
says,
move my camera.
good luck. If you feel any amount of dizziness, after you get probably the first one out, you'll know what I'm talking about. You should probably come back.
And if I don't,
You'll pass out, and I'll have to carry your big ass upstairs.
fortunately, I can't shrink, so I'll do my best not to pass out.
Agreed. All right, you walk in, and you see a room that is much, much, much larger than what it looks like from the outside. Okay, cool. Uh, just making sure you were going to do what the rest of them did. And
What did they do?
they all made every single one of them is like, oh, I'm in a TARDIS. So you walk in and you see a giant mirror in front of you. As you get closer to this mirror, you see that it's actually running. It's like a liquid. And the liquid then solidifies. And you walk out of it. I need you to make a constitution save.
I've seen this once. 13.
Okay. Your head begins to swim a little bit. You wouldn't call it dizzy, but you're getting a little headache.
Okay.
And he says, well, hey there. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I figured I would be called here. I'm you from the most likely future from now.
Oh?
You get 2 questions, and I'll answer them for you as truthfully as I can, obviously.
Hmm. 2 questions.
And as you start to ponder those questions, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That's a 28.
Okay. Good.
Any feeling of something trying to affect me or no?
No.
Do we get as his home back?
You know, I got As's home back. I changed many things about what we were going to do, and we went and fought for her very hard.
Good.
We got it back.
And the ever-present smile on his face just gets big. Really good. I'm not sure there's much you can answer, but they concern me a lot. Is Resh okay?
He will be.
Good.
And you start to shake a little bit like you're about to go out since you failed that con save. uh,
Damn it. Wait. Probably too late for me to pager. I think I have something. Is it poison?
yeah.
Poison? I have
Yeah.
advantage on
Okay, take it easy.
23.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, sweet. Go ahead. You walk out and yourself walks back into the mirror. He says, "Good luck."
I give him a hug first.
You cannot.
Cannot. Won't let me.
Well, you can if you want.
He wasn't told not to touch anything.
All right, cool. Give me. You hug him. You hug him. You hug him. You hug him. You take 19 fire damage.
I'm resistant, so 10.
10 fire damage.
That stung a
All
little
right.
bit, but I think it was worth it.
Cool.
We did
As
not go
you-
4 for 4. I'm sorry to say.
God damn it.
You walk up. You guys can see like burning cinders on Ramanor's armor.
He just kind of like pats him out. Still smiling. Nothing about him has changed.
Did you
I'm the
try
only
taking a-
person that didn't get set on fire?
Did you try taking a bath in the lava? What is
Sir, I'm not supposed to talk about it, right?
the lava bath or
Now that all of you know, you can all speak on it.
Right.
I hugged him.
You took a
Great.
bath in lava. Does that mean you ate it? And she points at Connor.
wait. What are you talking about? I ate it. What?
Because he
Because you
like
coughed up the smoke.
No, because I tried to actually withstand it long enough to get an answer to another question.
that's my
Same
next
thing happened to
question.
me.
You guys had lava.
No, the actual mirror, the toxin from it, stayed in my lungs because I stayed in the room a little bit too long.
Oh, did you guys get dizzy?
Mm-hmm.
I started
That's
to
why
nearly
he carried
black-
me up.
I almost blacked out, but I was conscious enough to get out before it actually made me black out.
Want to
Wow.
make sure for it. I didn't feel anything at all, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's because
yeah.
you're a fucking meat wall. You don't feel much of much.
I didn't really got a little bit of a headache. I didn't get dizzy.
I swear, it's like the planet itself does everything it can to make you not feel anything anywhere. And yet, with me, it does everything it can to make sure that I feel everything and become nature's punching bag.
So, let's be honest. Who's gonna actually talk about the questions they asked, or are we all just gonna go brood in separate corners like we usually do?
Oh, no, very simple.
I'm
My
happy
question
about the
was-
questions I asked, but they're not answers for you.
My
Fair.
question was very simple. Where would I find my mask? And I was already told that I've already seen it. But I didn't see the number because I blocked it, which is fair. And then
Fair
I just got a
enough.
smiley face when I asked about the hammer because we do have a egotistical asshole who's going to be out there in the world. So I'd rather make sure that we don't need to worry about that. And instead of actually answering me like I would normally would, apparently this version of me is a bit of a trickster and decided to just give me a smiley face.
Oh, no, I kind of got the same treatment. You see this little thing, and he holds up the notebook with the burn mark of the heart on it. I know what it means, but like, they wanted to be vague. I'm not going to tell you what the answer for what question that was for, because that's for me. What I will say though is we shouldn't kill him.
I was thinking more maiming, taking off his tongue, searing the wound so that way.
No, no. That doesn't matter. He'll still find a way to gain power from that. Motherfuckers have done more with less. We need to seal him.
I was also going to take off his arms and legs and sear those wounds too. Technically, you can't cast magic if you cannot speak or move your arms.
Okay, but if he were to become a god through a bunch of followers, which he already has, that wouldn't really matter now, would it?
Technically, that means
Sealing.
yes, sealing would end up being the best option, but
There is going to be a void left behind that we cannot close if we kill him.
yes, I know that. It's the same concern I had about the spell too.
I'm not even talking about the spell. I don't even think we maybe used the spell in that timeline. I don't even know. I don't even know why an alternate timeline version of me was there. But nonetheless, sealing is the best option. The other thing is for me, and I'm not going to tell any of you about it because fun. And Koresh is going to take their notebook and leave.
Okay then.
So you're going to talk about your experience?
I'm glad you got an answer.
Az doesn't make any move to speak and just listens, playing with their dagger per usual.
All right.
Silent treatment? Did you have a good experience?
The turtle comes up and he says, I think it's best if you guys take some time to ponder what you heard tonight.
No, I'm pretty sure confident about what I heard.
I'm sure you are, Robin.
I don't need to worry about it.
You've placed my spell scrolls.
There's all kinds of things around here.
What spell scrolls do you need?
Our town is your town.
Need to scroll for some magic.
Spend a couple of
Use
days
the
here,
quiet item.
and you'll be put up here in this building.
You have a place that buys spell scrolls?
I'm sure the place that sells spell scrolls also buys them.
All right.
You're trying to get rid of my spell scroll of fireball? No.
No, more scrying and flying.
Technically, we could always use the flying.
You have the ability to fly and make us fly, don't you?
No, only he can fly.
My flying is only
Only
for
I can
me.
fly.
Ah,
but
well.
only the door. And his
Well,
fly is only for
Anyway,
him.
Az just stands up. Well, I'm going shopping. And
With-
just heads off.
And with that, we will end our episode today.
Bruh.
That was fucking good, Ford. That was fucking good.
Good, I'm
I
glad.
hate you, but it's good.
I'm
I feel
glad.
I feel like y'all could have listened to mine.
Probably, yeah.
It's
I feel like
ramen
y'all
noodle.
probably could have listened to mine too, aside from the one
fucking
question.
TARDIS.
Yeah,
It is
no.
a TARDIS.
I
It's a fucking TARDIS.
I've never watched the show, so
Damn, this episode should have been named TARDIS.
Shut up.
all three of you
Honestly,
have
those
seen it,
three of
watched
us.
it, like it. I have not watched it, so we could not go for.
That's fair. Well, thanks guys for being here. I really appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was a good episode.
I think so too.
Az has a glimmer of hope in her ear, her eye, her heart, her soul.
Why is her ear glowing?
I don't know, but apparently it
Glimmer
is.
of hope in her ear. Twinkle, twinkle, little ear.
Well, as long as it's not the belly button, I don't know why that would be glowing.
But yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. Tune in next week for some more of the craziness. Tune in next week for a new team member to be added to Twisted Perceptions.
What?
Oh my god, that's becoming official.
What? No.
Ryan, welcome to
Huh?
stream where none of us even knew that this shit was going down.
We'll see you guys.
We get to find out with the rest of you. What?
Bye, y'all.
Bye. What the fuck?